What is up, tycoons? What's up, traders? Very excited to bring you another video, another viewer request. This time we're looking at BTTC. Okay, this is the BitTorrent chain token. And what we're going to do is none of this video is financial advice, but really this is going to be more educational and informational. We're going to learn about 3 tools that you can add to your weapon belt. Okay, trading and investing, especially in the cryptocurrency field, is like going to battle. It's like going to war. You need to have the right weapons. Okay, you can't bring a knife to a gunfight, and you need to have as many weapons as possible to give yourself that edge. Okay, that's how you increase your odds of being successful. Is you need to have an edge. You need to have something that you're going to be using and some strategies that work. Okay, so the 3 things we're going to go over are the fib retracement levels. Okay, so that's going to be the 61.8, the 50%, 38.2. That's going to be using this tool over here. We're going to look at the MACD, okay, specifically for exit signals. All right, and then we're going to look at the relative strength index for some entry signals. Okay, so to begin with, what you do when you're using the fib retracement tool is you're going to connect your swing high down to your swing low, right? So you see we had this move to the upside, okay, and then we pulled back, right? So what we're doing here is we're trying to establish if this pullback is going to retrace and continue to the downside, right? And you're going to get a downward trend, all right? Or if we come through and break through these levels, then that's how we could spot a reversal, okay? Now, the reason we look at the 38.2, the 50%, and the 61.8 is that these are the 3 most common retracement levels. So when you're trading, most trading, believe it or not, about 70% is done by algorithms, right? So it's really good to start, rather than drawing some support and resistant lines with your hand, right, with the naked eye. Like maybe some beginners are doing that and they'll put a line here, or they'll come here and they'll put a line here. And sometimes a lot of people get caught up overthinking things and like, oh well, the level is actually supposed to be right here, right? Well, using the fib retracement levels is going to give you 3 very important levels that are very well respected and that are going to help you identify a trend, right? And so if we zoom in a little bit more, we can see that we have a downtrend, right? We're coming down, we retrace, and because we rejected this level and headed down lower, that's a trend continuation. So you wouldn't really be looking to go long up here, right? Because we ended up getting rejected and we pulled back, right? If we break through these levels, then you can look and try to trade some of the momentum to the upside on a possible reversal. So that's what we're looking at currently. If we look at the current price action that we're dealing with, okay, we see we have our swing high up here connected to our swing low. We see we came down to this low, we retraced up to our 38.2 retracement level again, and then we got rejected. Now, there still is a possibility, okay, that we could be coming down and trying to break through these levels. Remember, if we break through these levels, then we have a possible reversal. Now, there's 3 stages to a reversal, right? It's going to be, you have your downtrend, okay, and then you get your consolidation period. So that's what we have right here, and then you would actually get the reversal and you would get the uptrend. Okay, so we're going to be paying close attention to this, and we're going to see as we're consolidating in this range right here. This is our box consolidation phase, and we're going to be looking to see if we can get the breakout and break through our major 3 retracement levels. If not, then most likely this is a downtrend with a healthy retracement that's going to continue to the downside. Okay, now most of this has just been price levels. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're actually going to take a look at our MACD over here, right? And so this is going to be the MACD. We'll make this a little bit bigger for you so you can see it and understand. And what we're looking for, okay, is going to be a sell signal, right? Or an exit signal. It's going to be when this blue line crosses below this orange line right here. Once you see that, that is going to be a exit signal, okay? And we can take a look, right? And so we got the exit signal here on this day, and it ended up falling about 22%. We come over here and we can see the last time that we got our exit signal again, okay, right here, the blue line is crossing below this orange line, which stated that happened on this day right here. And we can see ultimately that dropped about 18% and eventually dropped much more as we took a look. Okay, over here, we have another sell signal right here, okay, on this day. And we'll take a look at the price action on this candle. All right, this thing dropped 18%, and then another 25% afterwards. All right, so these are really good tools that you can use at your disposal to help you spot
basically an entry, right? Like let's say you're going long in a trade or something like that, and you're trying to figure out when to get out. This is a good tool that you can use as an exit signal. Okay. Now also we have right here another sell signal down 27%, right? And then we come over here and we have another sell signal. So we'll zoom up on our chart.
Just give me 1 second. And we can see that this ended up leading to a very, very big drop in the price of this token, right? Here's our sell signal on this day, and then it drops over 50%. So you can never tell how much something is going to drop or how much something is going to go up. But when you're using this, it's a really good way to, look for some entry and exit signals. Now, the next thing we're going to look at, all right, is going to be our relative strength index. And what we're going to look at actually is these circles on the chart. So we have a low here, and then we have a lower low. So this token right now is clearly in a downtrend, right? So it's going down. The the price of this token is going lower, but we're seeing a divergence. Okay, in this case specifically, we're seeing a bullish divergence. So what a bullish divergence is when the relative strength index is doing something different than the price of the token. Okay, because this is measuring the strength of the token at its given price levels. So as it's dropping down, we should be seeing the relative strength index go down, but in this case it's actually going up, right? So at this point where we have a low, we have a low here, and then at this point where we have another low, we actually have a higher low. So we have lower lows here, okay, and then we have low here and a higher low right here. That's bullish divergence. It's an indicator that you may see some bullish activity in the future, right? And sure enough, we do get some bullish activity. And if we take a look, okay, we can go ahead and measure the move off of that entry signal. We looked at the exit signals on the MACD, all right, and then we're looking at an entry signal now on the relative strength index that ran up over 50%. Okay. And then, as I said, you can use your MACD to tell you when to, get out of something, right? So let's do that, right? Here's our sell signal right over here. So we're using the strategies, the weapons that we have. We see that there's bullish divergence. We enter a position, okay, it runs up over 50%. And then ultimately we get our sell signal right here on this day. And so, if you're using these strategies, that would have been a 42% swing trade right there. Okay, with no leverage or anything like that, just straight off the token. Now over here at the recent price action, we're seeing more bullish divergence, right? So there's actually two trend lines that we've been holding, but for this case, the first one we're going to look at is this one, right? So again, we're in a downtrend. Token is going lower in price. The strength of this token should be dropping with it, but in this case, we have a low and then a higher low. So we're actually in a slight uptrend on the relative strength index, and that's kind of leading this pop, right? And so we see we're coming up, we rallied about 14%. It's currently up about 8% from there. And we're really facing resistance at our major retracement levels, right? So now we're combining things together that we know, and we're saying, okay, well, we may see some bullish activity, but I know that, we've been respecting the downtrend as of lately and getting rejected at the 38.2. So maybe that's where you want to protect the trade and put some type of stop loss, maybe take profits or, some form of risk management, as you know that, these three levels right here are very well respected, and we've been rejecting them as we have done in the past, right? Just like we did right over here. Now, one thing I want to highlight is that we're actually holding this trend line from the original bullish divergence. Okay, so we just spotted over here when we had that bullish divergence. Okay, right here, and then we went up. Okay, look how we're actually holding that trend line. So we bounced once, bounced twice, and then we just bounced three times off of this trend line here. You notice right when we hit that trend line, that's right here, we had a very sharp pop, okay, the very following trading day, okay? And the reason being is that this is a signal a lot of people are using. And so they're coming in, they're hitting on that play, and then it comes up, and people are quickly taking profit, and yet ultimately see the price action come back down. So I think that, there's some good things going on, being that we're holding this longer term bullish divergence trend line, and then shorter term, we have a new bullish divergence trend line. If we can hold these trend lines, there's a possibility that we could continue going up higher and break through those retracement levels. But, you need to be very cautious, and then you need to look for a sell signal, right? So if we take a look at our MACD,
We haven't gotten a sell signal yet. That's going to be our indicator that we may be seeing a big drop coming soon, right? The blue line is trading above the orange line still, but it's not trading far above it, right? Over here, it's trading far above it, and it's pulled back, and it's getting really close. If we see it go below that orange line, then you need to be cautious, as you know there could be a drop coming, right? And even if we zoom in on this a little bit more, it almost looks kind of like a head and shoulders pattern is forming, right? So if we go ahead and draw it up real quick, I'll do that for you. Let's put our drawing tool on real quick. Okay, we have our left shoulder right here, we have our head, okay, and then we come down and we're forming a right shoulder right now, right? So left shoulder, head, right shoulder right here. If we break this neckline, okay, right in through here, most likely we're going to get a drop down to retest these most current lows. Now, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you learned something new. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I do viewer requests every single week, so if you want to see your token in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below, and I'll be happy to make a video just for you.